Welcome, everyone. I'm really excited about this vlog. We have recently launched LumEnvy, our new skin booster serum. I'm Jaclyn Luongo, Director of Sales and Business Development, and I'm so excited. Gio McCarthy is here with us today, our owner, amazing leader for PDO Max, and I have some Q&As for LumEnvy. We are getting a ton of questions, lots of excitement. So I thought that this would be a nice, quick way to communicate with everyone and keep the buzz going. Let's get started. Thanks, Gio. So, what inspired you to research this amazing ingredient, PDRN, and tell us a little bit about the journey to get us the ingredient and how we were able to put this to market? It's so exciting.
So as everyone knows, I've been in the skincare field forever. And I'm always researching the newest, the greatest. And about 4 years ago, when I started hearing about PDRN, again, I went through research papers, really learned about it, and was pretty impressed with the results they were getting in Asia with the product. And after we finished up the PDO Glow formulation, I really got hot and heavy to go after a formulation for pigmentation, or something that works on superficial pigment, and met with our scientists over in Korea. And we came up with a formula that doesn't have too many products in it, because I always worry about how clean a product is so that we minimize reaction. Because if you've got 20 products in there and a person has a reaction, what did they have a reaction to? So that you're able to easily identify if people are going to have a problem. So we put together 4 products that are normally they are very safe, but very non-reactive. So that's why we picked these four products to go into this formula.
So with PDRN, which is salmon DNA, what are the other ingredients that you chose to be in our amazing new LumEnvy Skin Booster Serum?
So glutathione was my second product that I really wanted in a product. There's probably no, other than tranexamic acid, which at some point I'd like to bring out a product with that in it, but it's probably one of the best products for making skin whiter, brighter. So I definitely wanted that product in it. Niacinamide, that's now in almost everything, been a very popular product for years. Again, a great anti-inflammatory, great for healing, great for stressed skin. And vitamin C. I really don't think you can have a pigment corrector without vitamin C in it. I always said that if I bring a skincare line to market, there'd only be 3 products in it: vitamin C, retinol, and a cleanser. That's it. If you use those 3 products regularly, so again, I wanted to make sure there was vitamin C in there.
Absolutely. And so, of course, we have formulated PDO Afterglow, and now we have LumEnvy as a skin booster. I've already been asked this, would you choose one or the other, or are we combining this? So let's talk a little bit about the combo treatment of Afterglow and LumEnvy together.
100% you want to combo them together. They do 2 totally separate things. PDO Glow is for skin texture, long-term regenerative properties. There are no vitamins and minerals in it because, again, I wanted it super clean. So anybody who has reactions to other things can use that. And then the LumEnvy, like I said, I just wanted something to feed the skin, and that's what that does.
Absolutely. And so we developed a protocol that is 1.5 mLs of LumEnvy and 1.5 mLs of Afterglow. Of course, we are suggesting to use it in our glow pin stamper, and you can infuse the product into the skin. This is something that could be done with LumEnvy every 2 weeks. And if you are incorporating Afterglow with the LumEnvy, you can do that monthly for a treatment plan, which that's wonderful to have that option for sure.
Yes, 100%. I love a good stamper, one that actually works. That's why we went with the stamper we have. Um, and again, the great thing about LumEnvy, it works strictly topical without having to stamp it in. Obviously, the glow needs some stamping because you need to get that polymer in the tissue, but absolutely the LumEnvy, great topically. That's why if you have a little left over, send it home with your patient to apply that night after they've had their treatment.
Absolutely. I've also had some of our trainers that we've had use this, and they're even doing an upgrade to treat the neck and the décolleté area. Because also remember with Glow Pen, you can fill this up to 5 mLs. So you could add a little bit more LumEnvy if you wanted to, and continue to treat the neck and the décolleté as an
A
upsell,
hundred
and to
percent.
boost the results for sure.
Just as an
So
FYI, I've been
yeah.
using my Glow Pen. So I'll do my face, but I'll also then go into my hairline
Mhm.
with the product. As women, we lose our hair around the hairline. Uh, by using the Glow Pen, even by itself, you're going to stimulate that. I go back to my microvascularization. There's a reason we
Mhm.
lose hair. There's not the blood flow to our scalp diminishes as we age. So by using uh, the device and the products, you're just going to keep that hairline nice and healthy. I can't believe the difference it's made in my own hair loss. I love it.
That's amazing. So we've also been asked if in fact you are doing a 1.5 ml of LumEnvy. The box comes with 5 serums and each serum is 3 mLs. So once we open LumEnvy, we suggest that it is to be put into the refrigerator and used within that 2 week mark, just as we recommend that with Afterglow as well.
Yes,
If you wanted to send it back, send it home with the patient for a skin boost later on that evening, you certainly could do that as well. I'll break down some of the cost of goods. If we were to do 1.5 ml of LumEnvy, 1.5 of Afterglow, and your full Glow Pen device, you're looking at a cost of treatment for $66. And if you were to only use the 3 mLs of the LumEnvy with the PDO Glow Pin, you are looking at $64.75 cost of treatment. And so the ROI on this is amazing, Geo, because we have accounts that are charging 250, 350 and above for a treatment that takes less than 15 minutes really to do. It's a great a la carte to so many other modalities, which segments me into talking about using LumEnvy and PDO Afterglow together post laser with having those channels open. How amazing are the results with using that post energy device?
100%. With energy devices, the idea is to get that heat down quickly without
Mhm.
affecting the treatment. You want that heat during the treatment. And again, after 40 years of doing skin, what I saw were my best results were when I was able to reduce that heat as soon as possible. And with PDO Glow in that mixture and the PDRN, you're going to really bring down that heat. And it's infusing the product so that you get the results that much quicker.
Yeah, absolutely. And the other part that as we were doing our testing and getting the amazing before and afters is that patients that were treated with LumEnvy, the immediate after picture was glowing and youthful, and even some of that redness and inflammation, you could totally see the result and it working right then and there. Even the post picture of LumEnvy 24 hours later is wonderful. So what a great combination, because a lot of our after pictures are taken with PDO Afterglow 3 weeks, 4 weeks after, because those smooth threads and that PDO powder really takes some time for you to start to see those results.
Yeah, so this gives you the immediate and the
Mhm.
long-term results. The PDO Glow for the long-term results is a game changer.
For sure. And I know you've talked about the candidate for LumEnvy, who this is for. Really talk a little bit more about when we're working with a Fitzpatrick, even two and above, those darker, deeper skin tones, and why, LumEnvy and specifically PDRN is so wonderful for a Fitzpatrick two and up.
As I feel that any skin that's really a Fitzpatrick 2 and above, you really should be treating a skin of color because they all end up hypopigmenting whenever when things are done to them. So that's the LumEnvy I brought to market because the one thing PDO Glow doesn't do necessarily is help with pigmentation. It helps with inflammation, but it doesn't help whiten the skin.
Mhm.
And and not whiten, but truly brighten. It's not a bleaching agent. It's to keep you at your skin type and bright. So great for skin of color that gets not it loses its luminosity. It brings all that back and helps
Absolutely.
with your sun damage and pigmentation.
Mhm. And that is what we are starting to see with the trainers we have launched this with is they are really positioning into the practices as a wonderful booster for that glow in the skin, luminosity, the vibrancy, the brightening that you see when you're incorporating it with the combo of LumEnvy and the PDO Afterglow. So that's how we're really seeing it being positioned into the practices. And it's also, if you were not stamping, we do have to say it's a wonderful glide. Both have hyaluronic acid in it, so the slip is wonderful. The absorption is just right, and we're seeing that everyone is very, very happy with this, whether they are microneedling it at that more topical level, or stamping it, or using it post laser for when you have those channels open. There's so many different ways that you can incorporate this and boost, and not only boost the results, but also revenue. The ROI on this is incredible.
Yeah. We go back to having been a spa owner before going into medical devices. It sometimes saddens me to see how much things cost for a provider where, they have all this liability and
Mhm.
you want them to make money. And we like to bring things to market that bring money into the pockets of the provider.
Mhm. Yeah, absolutely. And retention, because the proof is there with the results. So a patient that's on a treatment plan, they're going to keep coming back for a treatment that you see immediate results within that 24-hour period, or even immediately after. That's
And
that's very exciting.
the glow, people who do PDO glow see the long-term benefits. They see the results. It's not a hard product to sell because we know how minuscule sometimes the changes are in skin quality with products out on the market. So for a patient to come in and say, hey, what did you use on me last time? I see the results. Because that's what a lot of people were doing when it first came out. Because I don't know if they just didn't know how to launch it, how to add it, and they were using it, but and just saying they were using a new product while they're microneedling. When the patients would come back, they would say, hey, what did you use on me last time? I could see the difference. And I didn't hear that once or twice. I heard it everywhere I went.
Makes sense. Absolutely. And recently you've talked a bit more about preparing the skin health for, other procedures or more clinical treatments. And this is just such a no-brainer to be able to create a place for this in a treatment plan for a patient that might be having plastic surgery or more clinical treatments or even threads?
The healthier and better the skin quality is, the better all results will be. So you have to start from the top down to give people good skin quality. I bring this up all the time. 40 years in the industry, I work with plastic surgeons. I refer out to plastic surgeons. And it amazed me how they didn't, skin quality was not their main focus. And I remember having a conversation with a plastic surgeon in Syracuse where I live, and I referred to, and he actually said to me one time, how do you get, and this was, you're talking 15, 20 years ago, how do you get people to pay you $250 a session for microdermabrasion? And I can't. Well, if you're at that time, if you're charging 7,000 for a facelift, and they're not seeing great skin quality, they're coming back to me for that. And they don't have a problem paying for it. And now you're seeing plastic surgeons offering laser with their facelifts. They did, even up to really 5 years ago, you didn't see that. And
Yeah.
the reality is, it's the skincare people that took care of the skincare. And we referred to plastics when skincare wasn't enough. But what we found and what we saw is that the people who took really good care of their skin came out of that surgery better. They looked better. They were happier. Because at the end of the day, lifting shitty skin, excuse my language, is still bad skin versus lifting good skin. You're going to have a better aesthetic outcome.
Yeah, absolutely. And that ties into, what I talk about from a personal level. I've been a licensed esthetician for almost 25 years now. And to be able to use this in my scope of practice with Glow Pen because it's a topical zero point 0.5 depth, using PDO Afterglow because that's equivalent to 1,000 smooth threads in the powder form, that I get to be able to use this and work within combo therapies and be part of a treatment plan in that sense as an esthetician. I think that it's huge. And it's something that we talk about a lot in how this can be incorporated and work in synergy and practice. This is a wonderful way, no matter if it's a clinical setting, you're in your med spa, or even, those nurses that are out there. This makes so much sense to be part of the practice without a lot of extra time and investment of
Well,
cost of
and that's
treatment.
the other thing, having worked in and practicing in a spa,
Mhm.
time is money. I don't want to bring things to market that, providers are breaking even because they've had to put 2 hours of labor into something.
Yes.
Um, I love these quick procedures that give effective results. Obviously, you can build on it. You can build it into a longer facial. But for people that just don't have time, and your clients don't have time today, something that they can come in and out in a half hour and see visual results the next day, you're going to keep clients a lot happier, a lot longer.
Absolutely, for sure. Well, I'm really excited that we were able to launch this under, that category now, adding this serum to the mix of PDO Afterglow, Glow Pen, and now with LumEnvy. Gio, I can't wait to see what you come up with next and, keep
Me either.
growing and
Now I'm
keeping a
worried.
pulse. Well, we always, seem to pull that off with innovation, and we really just keep a pulse, and we hear from our accounts and our amazing trainers, what would work in the practice. That's what we want to do. We want to build the revenue, build that business without huge investments, the way that maybe other modalities cost, and we're seeing just as
100%.
great results with the
I
products that
love
we offer.
when we hear from our clients that we helped build their business and we were able to help them purchase the expensive equipment.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, for somebody who loves lasers, I
Mhm.
believe in platforms. I believe in the right technology in your spa. But there are so many great products now on the market that give phenomenal skin quality with minimal investment. And you need those products to build your business. You really do. It's it helps pay for those $200,000 platforms.
Exactly. It's a wonderful compliment on many, many levels. So thank you for your time. And I hope that we answered all the questions. And if not, we can always do a part two. I'm excited to have launched LumEnvy today. And thank you. Thank you so much, Gio.
Talk
Thank
to you
you
later,
for
Jaclyn.
everything.
Bye bye.
Bye.